The Patriot Front member and lawyer Kelvin Walia-Fube's statement, urging President Edgar Lungu to hand over power to him at a launch of his book on the 23rd April, has raised a lot of sharp reaction from the Patriot Front provincial chairman from Copperbelt, Northwestern and Luapula provinces. And on Thursday, the party secretariat in Lusaka was packed with songs and dance by women's group before the provincial chairman, Paul Monga, was at pains to explain in detail the infamous statement of Mr. Fube.
From the onset, allow me to remind the leaders that PF is a big party with its own constitutional order that requires things to happen in a certain way to achieve and hand over, take over, or whatever it may be. This one article, that was very difficult to comment on because I found no ideas and no specific background to warrant such a demand for power and over. In a political party, any member who changes the leader is a bad member or a bad seat.
But other political parties, such as Patriots for Economic Progress, National Revolution, believe that Mr. Fube's presidential ambition to contest in 2021 is his constitutional right and enhancement of democracy in Zambia.
As Patriots for Economic Progress, we have noted the decision by Mr. Kelvin Walia-Fube, also known as KBF, to contest the 2021 general elections on the PF ticket. We believe that this is very good for the development of democracy in our country, and we are hopeful that President Lungu is not going to encourage his junior party officials to intimidate Mr. KBF so that Mr. Lungu can meet Mr. KBF at the PF convention. And that way, Mr. Lungu can be able to basically gauge his popularity within the PF before he can go out there to offer himself to the wider Zambian citizens.
And a member of a named political party has got rights to aspire for any position. All we wish is that the PF rules and regulation should guide. However, we wish KBF well, we wish Edgar Lungu well, we wish everyone that would love to participate in the proper electoral process.
Meanwhile, Mr. Fube quantified his desire to contest in 2021 under Patriot Front ticket as president.
Today, some people in the PF have called me a rebel. Some have declared repeatedly, saying that over their dead bodies will they allow me to even have a word with my current president. While this may be true for them, I laugh at such things because really I am not that kind of person. They think they are the only people that are entitled. They think they are the only people who deserve. And in a way, they would like to change me so that I like to think like them, feel like them, and be like them. Some would rather hear me say that the Patriotic Front as a party comes before my country. To this I say no.
Mr. Monga also took time to explain how one can be elected as Patriot Front president and Mr. Fube to rethink his position.
I'll explain the reason why I should rethink on what they're looking for. You should also know the position of president is not available as using a proposed method he's doing now. But all the provincial committees will vote a candidate at a convention. Members of Press, ladies and gentlemen, in the absence of these processes, I doubt if there's any provision for one to use the master newspaper or indeed any other media house to just make a wild demand for handover of power. Even if the president was willing, he would not do it, and he would not explain why, because the reasons are known. The other requirement is that a sitting president is allowed to run the business of the nation for 5-10 years of office. And he's still running until 2026. Yeah. This assure you.
The Lusaka provincial chairman has given Mr. Fube last chance to repent or expel him for attacking the head of state in the media. For CBC News, I'm Pamela Mulenga in Lusaka.